Happy Father's Day, man. Let's get to it and do it, man. See if I can pull this up. Oh, is it one? I can get. Okay, I'm gonna be cool right there. Come on, get up in here, man. Give y'all peers. I don't know how to these notifications went out, man. Y'all know I've been shit trying to man try to give y'all enough time. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully enough people get the notifications and come on through. But come on, get up in here, man. Happy Father's Day. I got, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna, discuss a few little things tonight. See what's on the people's mind, maybe. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a minute to get up in here. You did, you did. Well, if you're hearing it now or hearing it later, please click like button and the subscribe button. And also thank you to my new subscribers. I picked up a few lately. You know what I'm saying? So man, however, wherever, whenever you come across my videos, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? So come on, get up in here, man. Come on, come up here, man. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? In the words of my partner, Simple the P, rest in peace. Break yourself for the likes. You know what I'm saying? The words of Freeze, man. Wipe your feet off at the pimp's door when you come in. But at the house of Sepulveda, take your shoes off. And come on, get up in here, man. Go ahead and grab you something to drink, sit down. You know what I'm saying? And this time, as always, this live is brought to you by this game. Whatever water brand you desire. And of course, lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink, especially summertime. Shout out to the ladies, you know what I'm saying, that's been having their thighs out. Yeah. I know it ain't been hot everywhere. It's been definitely hot out here on the west, though. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm talking all races, different ages. Of course, grown women. But yeah, man, I'm like, yeah, but it's that time of the year, man. They got the thighs out, you know what I mean? Looking right and shit like that. Black women getting their hair braided, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I mean, it's that time, and I mean, much as I hate summertime, I must admit, though, summertime is a little bit special, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead, give y'all a few more minutes, get up in here, man, and as we get to this game, we're gonna chop it up, you know what I'm saying, for a hot minute. I'm trying not to keep y'all too long. Excuse me. Try not to keep y'all too long, but you know what I'm saying. Try to do some things, come up in here. So yeah, man, come on, get up in here, hit the like button. You know what I mean? Subscribe. I don't know if my comment section is what, tripping the what. You know what I'm saying? That's why I need my security up in here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need my security up in here. I don't know if y'all up in here, I just can't see y'all or what. If my my comment section's stuck or moving, what I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I see, I see a few people come up in here. So hello, welcome to, what I'm saying, the Nightlife Society. Like we always do about this time. I know it's still, as y'all can see, the sun is still up out here on the West Coast, right? But I wanted to get this out before it actually became midnight out there on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? And towards the Midwest. So I know it's a little bit later over there. But if I would have waited till the sun went actually down out here on the West and did it at 8, it would have been midnight. So I want to make sure that it actually went up today's date. You know what I'm saying? So happy Father's Day to all the fathers, all the future fathers. You know what I'm saying? Come on, get up in here. You know what I'm saying? Take your shoes off at the house of Sepulveda. You know what I mean? Like I said before, this live is brought to you by this game, of course. Whatever water brand you desire, and fruit, and also lemonade. It's a cool, refreshing drink. You know what I mean? Especially in summertime. So yeah, come up in here, man. Let's get to it and do it real quick, man. We got to chop it up for a few little things. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do something a little bit different for y'all tonight. So check it out, right? Now, look, y'all know I'm a little slow, right? So, uh, Friday night, I don't know if some of y'all ain't got the notification now, but yeah, I did was gonna go live Friday night. Actually, I did go, was up for a minute, but I'm sitting up there and I'm like, damn, like where everybody at? Where everybody at? You know what I'm saying? And then I thought about it. I said, nigga, I'm tripping. It's Friday, like the first real weekend of the summer, Father's Day weekend, the weekend before Juneteenth, and and the fight was yesterday in Vegas. Now, who's seen the fight? I don't know if y'all seen the fight, the Javante Davis Tank fight with the Martin dude. Man, they stopped that motherfucker like the sixth or the seventh round, which is crazy because while I was watching it, I was telling them like in the fourth or the it was like the fourth or the fifth round, I was like, man, that boy Tank usually go beast mode, man, like seven, eighth rounds to up in there, and yeah, stop that nigga with that cool ass lip, like bing, so yeah, man, but shit, man, that nigga Tank was hawking the nigga down from the get go. You know what I'm saying? Really from shit, damn. Well, them press conferences be with the extras. But yeah, man, that was a pretty decent fight. So I set up on the file like, man, I'm just gonna delete this live and cancel it, right? And so then today I was going back and forth like, damn, no, I want to go live, but damn, I ain't really had the time. It is Father's Day. I do want to speak up on some things. You know what I'm saying? Do something a little bit different. But then I was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm here, you know what I'm saying? And you here. And I appreciate you. And I thank all y'all. You know what I'm saying? The few that's in here now. And the few that might hear this later. You know what I'm saying? Uh you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. You dig? So come on, man. Let's get into it, man. Give me 1 minute, y'all. I don't know, man. I'm trying to see, like, what the fuck is up with my Let me see something. Hold on. I'm like, what's up with my comment section, man? It is not popping up at all, Jack. Oh, let me see something. I don't see none of the security at all, man. I'm like, where is the security at, man? Let me see something quick. Let me see. Can I? Give me 1 minute, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Last one. 1 ago. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm here. Oh, I guess the other one. Oh, what's okay? Hold on 1 second. I'm here. Okay. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. I don't know why this one say that what it's saying on my channel. But anyway, so look, man. Like I said, well, let me go ahead and get started because I ain't got too much time. I know you don't need it either. So check it out, right? So man, to all the fathers out there, I know, especially with the black men, it's I can't even say it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the toughest. You know what I mean? And I'm a person, man. I don't have my real father in my life like that, but um, I did have positive male role models in my life. Actually a couple. My mom never got married. She wasn't even married to my father, but my mom never got married. But she was in two strong long term relationships. These two gentlemen and shit. They all actually the two gentlemen and my mom. They all done passed away. Actually, what's crazy because one of them name his nickname is Duke. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Papa Duke. And the other one was Bill. Um, so Bill got a daughter. We got other kids, but he got a daughter named Michelle. And me and Michelle still to this day, see each other as brothers and sisters and everything like that. So and then I had my uncle Charles. We used to call him Jimmy. Damn, I just thought he passed away. But he was married to my eldest, which is my mom's oldest sister, for years, and they ended up getting divorced. So I always looked up to Uncle Charles as like a father. Plus older cousins and everything like that. So even though I didn't grow up in no household for as like per se as as a teenager, because by then it was already, loose, Camp Juvenile and everything like that, And then the crew that I came up with, some of the homies from the land and, a few other friends here and there at school, but for the majority, the core of my crew, like, none of us really had our fathers in our life like that, whether if we knew him or not, you dig? But most of our moms always had a dude that was cool, you know what I'm saying, that we respected, and we're just okay with. So it was always all the way around. You dig what I'm saying? So it was it was transition. So we kind of had to go through it. Each one teach one thing. Of course, our mothers was the ones that was there and everything like that, not or whatnot. So of course they had to play basically most of the roles outside of what was going on outside. But I want to say this though, right? Because um, I mean, I know we've been joking sometimes. What I'm saying? Rest in peace, simple. We used to say it, and sometimes we know we still do, but man, it just can't be too much. It just can't be all mama's cooking. You know what I mean? It just can't be all mama's cooking. And if it ain't no daddy's roasting there, then you know the saying, man. We need some Uncle Barbecue. We need some Cousin Kool-Aid. We need some Big Homie Picnic, like something. If it's if it's not a in-house type of thing, then it has to be something. I know I'm saying something that we didn't heard over and over and over and over again. But I'm a part of a generation that, we most of us didn't have our fathers in our life. You know what I mean? So whether we had other role models in our life or not, in-house or not, that kind of like it varies. You did, but now that we're fathers and we're older, a lot of us is trying to do things and try not to repeat the history of our fathers, right? So let me just do me right quick because I know everybody's situation is different, but let me just pick up on mine, right? So I got, I got one baby mama, right? And yeah, man, I'm not, it can't happen to me. I'm not exempt, what I'm saying? I went through the ups and downs and all that old crazy shit with my kid's mother and everything like that. This is before this is before the game. Saying like my kid's mother, she wasn't, never one of my students or nothing like that. This is all before the game. So but it was one thing that I always stood on. I always stood on because, and what that was that, I would say that, man, when it comes to this fatherhood shit with mine. Now I'm Kobe Jordan. I'ma run my offense and do what I'ma do, regardless of what other defense is being ran against me. Whether if it's a family member or a friend or whatever, like, what I'm saying? 'Cause, I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have them times with your baby mama. And one thing about what's different from baby mama, you know what I'm saying, and the girls that's in the game, like, the baby mama, I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's basically, the typical square type shit. So it's gonna be a lot of bitching and complaining to the friends, to the aunties, some cases the mama. And as me and sometimes we gotta go through that shit, and she got brothers and just male cousins and shit like that. It's a whole lot of could be a whole lot of charades and a whole lot of shenanigans and a whole lot of bullshit, right? And I'm not exempt. I went through some of the things too, but I also, man, wanted to be different. Not different, but yeah, different. So I didn't want to be a typical nigga or a typical baby daddy, or more important, never want to be an embarrassment to my kids, man. Shout out, rest in peace to Kenny Red, man, because I remember he said that too before. That I never wanted to be an embarrassment to my kids. You dig what I'm saying? And I knew in order for me to have that type of influence in them, where I wouldn't be an embarrassment to my kids, I had to be involved with my kids' life. Sometimes we stayed in the same cities. Sometimes we didn't. My kids is not from LA. You know what I'm saying? They was born in the valley, pretty much raised up out in the dirt and everything, Palmdale, Lancaster area, like shit like that. So, my kids, like my daughters is not, they not Easty. They not no street bitches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Man, look, check it out right real quick. Side note, me, my kid's mother, because she ain't know, yeah, she from the valley, but she's from the ghetto of the valley. Paquina, you know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying, little Paru bitch and all that old little shit, you know what I'm saying? Her family, her relatives, you know what I'm saying, highly respected up there, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too many names. Actually, some of them names y'all been knowing about, no, not Whack 100, not that guy, but some reputables, you dig? So, and people who know me and know her, and they come across our daughters, our kids. Well, I got two with her. I mean, I got three. But my bad. I got three. I got two girls and a boy. But she got another son too by another guy from her area, but that's a different story, though, right? So but people would always say, they would be like, damn, man, how's your kids like this, and how damn, like, how y'all niggas have some kids like this, your daddy, woo. So my whole thing was like, regardless of what I ever went through with my kid's mother, man, I never discredit her motherhood. Like, yeah, she, 19 going on 20, whatever. Now, when we had Marie, and well, okay, let me say this too, right before I forget. See, Marie is her middle name. Actually, Marie is my youngest one middle name, my oldest one middle name, their mama middle name, their grandma middle name, and their great grandmother name. Rest in peace, Miss Agnes Marie Johnson, right? So I call her Marie. You dig what I'm saying? And then my youngest one, I call her Cat. So we're gonna get around to all that, right? So but I like I was saying that I always wanted to be something that my kids can say, that's my dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my dad. That's my dad. So, and it's, they girls, man. You know what I'm saying? Then my oldest one, she a Virgo. You know how them Virgo girls is. You know what I'm saying? They think, what I'm saying, the whole motherfucking world's supposed to care about the feelings the way they do. But that's my baby. That's my heart, though. You know what I'm saying? And so I always stood on being solid, firm, and but understanding to my kids. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just saying all this to say that I'm not. This is not one of them. You know, uh, you know, bitches ain't shit, man. But all these bitches, they think niggas ain't shit. Hey, man, I mean, if you're in a situation like that with your baby mama, you know what I'm saying, or ladies, if you're hearing it now or hearing it later, and you're in a situation like that with your kid's father or baby daddy, whatever the case gonna be, then my thing always is, and it's always this. And this is really for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? But fellas, y'all too, because that's our day. But just take a minute to get out your feelings. Take a minute to have your feelings, to have your heart come down from your mind, and just think about the psychological damage that you're doing to the child or children. No matter if it's boy or girl. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, it 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 the anger towards each other, towards the father and the mother, it can be so reckless and so wild, and so just out of hand and out of control, that really on both ends, neither one of them take the time out to think like, damn, what am I doing to the kid? What I'm doing to the kid? What I'm saying? On the fella side, on the father side, for most of the time, it's like, what I'm saying? Oh man, fuck that bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? She don't want, no, can't see my kids, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And, for the girls, you already know how it be, whatever. Now, and that, to each his own, it is what it is. And I understand that shit happens, you know what I'm saying? Situationships come to an end, but if especially if you're a parent of a youngster. See, all my kids is grown. You know what I'm saying? My youngest is 20. You did, and all my kids, they really shit. The from the oldest to the youngest, they all right there squeezed up together. You know what I mean? So, shit. Matter of fact, Little Prince and my youngest one, they both was born in March, 2 weeks apart, 1 year apart. You dig? So all mines kind of came up together. You know what I'm saying? Now they little brother, he a little bit younger. You know what I'm saying? They mama had him kind of late. You know what I'm saying? Little mate, that's my little nigga right there though. But my thing is that regardless of what was going on between me and her, I always stayed in touch and involved with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that if I didn't, it's gonna be the typical shit. You dig? Let's go back to what I was saying. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no typical father. I don't want to be no, you know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, like I tell my kids, man, I've been telling them for years, man, like, y'all wasn't a part of my plan. Like, I wasn't no 16, 17, and I didn't have my first one until I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, I said, man, look, y'all are definitely part of a bigger design. Most likely, the engineer is the most high, because, hey, man, you had better luck squeezing 3 drops of Kool-Aid from a dirt rock before me thinking about having kids, and Marie was both of our first. You know what I'm saying? So all the moon, stars, and quasars kind of like lined up just right. So I knew it was just a little bit different. You know what I mean? Sorry about that, y'all. This is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy about it? Check this out, right? So, damn, my bad. So what's crazy about it is that I knew Marie was gonna be a girl. Like, man, you gonna say, yeah, my bad. I know you're like, God damn, man. I know, man. This is my little phone, man. I hope this motherfucker don't fuck up, man, because I need my big phone for something right quick, right? So, um, yeah, as soon as, you know what I'm saying, the girl said, let me know she was pregnant, whatever. Now, first thing I said was, what we gonna name her? You know what I mean? And I just knew, you know what I'm saying? One of the reasons why I think I knew because the two previous relationships, like I said, this is before the game, the two previous relationships that I had with them, before they mama, um, they had daughters. Both of them girls, they had young daughters, and, and they was cool, right? So I always wanted to be the one and only, like I am. I am that I am. You know what I'm saying? Not, just only one of, because I done came across a few girls that they look at different men as oh, well, this is my real dad, but we cool, but I was raised by my stepdad, and this, oh man, and that's fine, um. However, whatever, they mama, whoever, what I'm saying, she, because they mama's, she ain't no ugly bitch and nothing like that. Regardless of, like I say, whatever our differences, ups and downs, y'all know, man, we gonna keep that shit, 1,000,000% up over here. You know what I'm saying? You already know we don't do no shaking the bacon. And don't even trip. I got something for y'all, right? So, and I always used to tell my kids that even though for most of the time I wasn't in house, because really the oldest one kind of like remembered them kind of days, because Cat was like, shit, Cat was like 4 or 5 with me, and they mama kind of like really, really went our separate ways. And no, I didn't leave their mama to come be in the game or thought some shit like that. No, some years that went by before what I'm saying, before I got that phone call from the game, So, but anyway, so my thing is that even though I wasn't in house, I'ma always be involved. I'ma always be in touch. I'ma always do me. I'ma always, what I'm saying, y'all is a reflection of me. You know what I mean? So anything that I had going on, man, even by far, and you gotta look at it like this, right? So I'm around these times, I'm in the game. My first beginning years of the game. So I'm coming across different females from different areas, different races, and we're all involved inside this one thing. And, we have, you have to be involved to really know. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of information you come across, but most people got the same perspective of, ladies of the night, where um, broken home, you know what I'm saying, done wrong as a child, just certain little things. I ain't gonna get too deep, but you know what I'm saying, with it just right. Wait, hold up. I'm like, damn, nigga. My bad, man. My bad. So I'm like, God damn, nigga. My bad. So, I damn, what the fuck I done did, man. Okay, that's cool. We'll leave it there. Yeah, so, damn, I don't know. Can y'all even hear me? Is any, can you, can, if anybody can, man, my chat is stuck like a motherfucker, man. I can't see shit, man. I don't even know if y'all can even hear me or not. Let me see. Let me try to see right quick. Hold on. I see it's people in the chat, but I can't see nothing, man. And I don't know if it's this phone. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Or what? I don't want to be saying all this shit. Y'all can't even hear it, nigga. That's cold enough. I don't even know if y'all can even hear me or not, man. Can y'all? Okay. Thank you, Hemp Lord. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm like, damn, man. Okay, I don't hear. Okay, cool. So I ain't gonna. Okay, so, babes, like I said, I always knew, had to let them know that I'm gonna be involved, whatever the case gonna be, right? So also I'll tell them this because by me being in the game, and I'm just hearing different stories, but I also understood that, hey, man, when you're a part of this game, and there is a high possibility that, you know, you will be punished. You know what I'm saying? Because you know one of the first things they say, but you know what if you had done and done and done and what was, hey man, I got two of them. So and a lot man, it's a lot of P's that got daughters in the game. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of P's who got daughters in the game. I mean that it's a lot of P's that's in the game that have or had daughters that got involved. I know one personally, you know what I'm saying? Personally, well known famous P, you know what I'm saying? Original Hollywood division guy. And I ain't gonna say his name, but he thought I had one of his daughters. You know, because she was out there, and this whole thing to me was like, Prince, man, I'm not tripping off her being in the game. It is what it is. Woo woo. He was like, but I don't want her out here doing punk shit, fag shit, and just trying to get away with shit because I'm her dad, and she's just trying to, you know what I'm saying, make a way and make a living off my name. And I understood that, right? He was like, because he was like, nah, it ain't, it ain't for her. It ain't for her. He was like, I ain't trying to sound like the typical dad. He was like, but she doing this shit out of being spiteful. No, I forgot the whole situation of the scenario. Yeah, I did end up coming across the P that had her and everything like that, and let him know, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, her daddy, her real father wanted to know woo woo. So anyway, long story short, I'm knowing all these things that I'm being involved with. A lot of being out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying, and just dealing with situations. I've always been a sponge of information. I'm always gonna be a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hey man, like I say, hey, man, the game been saving me all my motherfucking life. Like literally, you know? And I ain't even know it. And I even told my kids, like, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man, not being, you know, night out, night in, night out active outside on the concrete far as back as the verb of activity goes with this game, but just the information of the game. Learn how to soak it and apply it across the whole board. Help me be a better father. You know, but I always, even without the game though, I still would have been the father that they know. Well, maybe they still would have knew me, but not me. You know what I'm talking about? Because they know, man, it's a difference between our dad and some polar prince. You know what I'm talking about? Like for real, for real. So, but another thing I will always tell them, look, and this for y'all too. And I know what I'm finna say, and I know what I'm finna say. Most gonna disagree, and be like, nah, that ain't true. But it's true. I would tell my kids all the time. I mean, what's the difference between me and every other man, billions, millions of men that walking on earth when it comes to your mama and y'all? They're like, what? I said, everybody else, every other man in this world that deal with your mama only accept y'all because he dealing with your mama. Yeah, he gonna love you. Yeah, he gonna do or whatever the case gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But it's only because he's dealing with your mama. If he wasn't dealing with your mama, probably wouldn't give a fuck or even know about y'all. But that's the difference with me. I'ma fuck with y'all and you know what I'm saying and go out my way to be out your mama's way. I always knew that if I don't keep the line of connection, if I don't keep the line of communication, if I don't keep that bridge between me and once again, like I said, I got a girl. My oldest one is a girl. And um even at that time, I always, like I said, I always just had the feeling that I was gonna have a girl. But even being though, still have wanted we wanted to have a girl because, like I say, before you have two and three kids, you only be worried about that one. And most people used to be like, no, man, when the son starts, like, nah, man, if I gotta have one or the other, give me the girl. Why? It's most likely that the boy gonna not graduate from high school. It's most likely that the boy going to be involved with some type of criminal activity somehow, some way. It's most likely that the boy gonna do some bullshit, opposed to the girl graduating, the girl going to college, the girl doing something with herself. The girl, but what the problem is with a lot of niggas, they used to be scared of what type of lady that they daughter grow up to be. Probably because the women that they be dealing with, or probably the bitch that they had the kids by. I've never worried about that. I've never told my daughters. I've never worried about them calling another nigga dad. I've never worried about them being involved with some nigga that's gonna do something. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, like I told people, I said, I don't give a fuck what man. I don't give a fuck what my nigga. My daughters can be bank robbers involved in. I don't give a fuck what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't hurt no elders, kill no kids, I'ma still love them. Monique, yeah, what's up with you, baby girl? Hey, what's up, Monique? I ain't seen you in a while, man. Welcome to the nightlife society. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man, I always stood on that. And I'm saying this to a lot of the young fathers or fathers who got, young kids. This, the situation may not be, it could be better. It may not be the worst, but it could be better. And it's such a rocky road. It's so much bullshit with you dealing with the mama that sometimes you have a tendency to just turn and just shy away from the child and maybe self-absorb the shit, kind of like, well, I'll get at her later. I'll get at the child later. The mama, hey man, stop, knock that shit off. Man, fuck that shit, man. If you have a line of communication, if you have access, you have, what I'm saying, know how go away to get with the babies, to get with your kids, especially like I'm gonna say, especially with the girls. Man, please do that. Man, please do. And look, man, I'm not saying this shit because a book, a DVD, or some shit like that. Look, man, I'm telling you facts from my personal experience, man. When you involved and you have an importance, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't just know them. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, not being an embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Having something, displaying the type of manhood that, they can be proud of. Like, yeah, that's my dad. Yeah, that's my dad. You know what I'm saying? My kids don't have never heard nothing foul about me out here in these streets. They come across motherfuckers out here in the streets and they find out, like, oh, cause my friends, call me Pooh. They be like, oh, you Pooh kids? Oh, you Luciano kids? Ooh. Oh, even supposed like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all his kids? Always positive feedback, So I want to just, no, I ain't gonna say too much too long, you know what I'm saying? But look, fellas, like I say, man, be involved, whether you in house or not. You dig what I'm saying? Um, you know, make sure that they understand that ain't no other man on earth is you. We only get one. You get one mom, one dad. And then like I say, we're part of the generation where we really trying to get the family structure amongst our peoples back together, or at least back in better shape than our previous generations. And and I must admit, man, I think for the majority we are doing pretty good. I know more black men that's from my age and even a little bit younger that's involved with their kids. I got younger homies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've had people tell me quite often, like, damn, OG, man, man, how you got your relationship with your kids, man? That's how I want mine, man. Niggas be outside hanging out, chilling, kicking it, whatever. Man, my daughters will pull up. You know what I'm saying? What's up, dad? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that didn't come from me not being involved and being, I used to tell them, like, so many ways I always wanted to be the dad to y'all, the dad that I always wished that I had. you know, and I couldn't really never put that in certain type of words, so I would just show them. Still to this day, man, they know. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying, fellas, is that, man, the fruit from the labor of your root that you didn't put down, man, it will show. It will show, but you have to you know even, hey man, look, this not just for the biological dads. This for you step dads too and shit. Cause I understand that that's a lot of family structures is like that, and and if you dealing with this woman, and you sincerely have love for their kids, and you love them, like they're yours and everything like that. I got friends that's situations like that, especially if they got involved with the mama when the child was younger, or got involved. I mean by younger, as still a baby, probably just starting to walk and talk, stuff like that. Excuse me. Or somewhere, the child was of age a little bit, 7, 8, 9, old enough to understand what's going on. Even with that, man, now I understand that. I know, brother, if you said it or not, man, you only fuck with them because you fuck with her, but Also, if the bond is truly there, man, keep doing what you're doing. Salute to all the fathers, man, all the stepfathers. Even the uncles that plays the father figure role, not figure but figure role, ROLL. Because, hey man, I know, what I'm saying. Sometimes, sister get a little ratchet, or sister, think she in love with this nigga, this and that, and fucked around and had baby by this guy or whatever the case gonna be. Sometimes just it rarely goes to according to plan, but you know what I'm saying. All that, man. Because man, look, man, the world needs us. Like I say, man, I'm not just saying a lot of this stuff because, it's just, hey, man, it's just something I just want to say. Father's Day, man, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, like, hit the like button, man. Share this, man. Like, and another thing is, too, that, you got to realize the lane I come from. So I'm coming to the conversation already with a certain perceived image of me. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that nigga pimp, and all that old shit, right? So automatically the thinking goes to, oh, especially when it comes to the fatherhood, typical shit. Oh, he's not involved, or this and that, this and that, this and that. And man, they are surely wrong, and I'm not the only one. Of course, I know that. I'm on a small level of it, but look at Andre Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And the success of his daughters. Look at, what I'm saying? Kenny Ray, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? The success of his daughters and plenty more other partners. You know what I'm saying? Who got elder partners and everything. Who got kids that just went a totally different route. Because and I think especially those of us who, man, we got this game. We just go about everything we do different. You know, I used to tell my daughter all the time, my oldest one all the time, man, like, none of your friends, none of your friends have a dad like me. You know what I'm saying? See, they mama was the cousin that all the cousins fucked with. The older girl cousins, the younger girl cousins, especially the younger boy cousins, right? All of them, not all of them, but the majority of them, had kids by, maybe multiple guys. Or if they had a child, they wasn't with that guy no more, right? And I was the first one out of her that little era that, well, first of all, I was different because I wasn't from the valley. I'm from LA, and the crippin' don't stop to the casket drop, regardless of what it is on top of it. The foundation is the location of where I come from, but that's different. So that was different. By me being a LA crip, and I'm going out here to the valley to Pacoima, like I say, man, but no, right there, nigga, west side to the two P's. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about these niggas was on the street, down the street. So I know was different. You dig what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to be. I'm saying? I'm not them. I am that I am. So, I was the first one out of all the little cousins, boyfriends, and baby daddies that was actually allowed in the house. Rest in peace, Mr. Johnson, my kid's mother, her granddaddy. He was still alive at the time. Um, Even my kid's grandmother, Mook Dog. We used to call her Mook Dog. Rest in peace, Mook. You know what I'm saying? The Nora Marie Kennedy, even with her, you know what I'm saying? Cause man, Mook Dog respect, Mook wasn't no buster, so but all of that came with, being looked at or perceived different out the gate before they knew, like we say, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta thumb through the pages, right? So, but just to me, you know, all that didn't matter. I didn't care what you thought how it was or you thought how it was gonna be at first. Why? Because the only thing that mattered to me was, my kids. You know what I'm saying? So I and at the and I know me, I know my characteristics. I know me, I know they didn't know me this and that. So, but in due time, look, man, even my kids' mother, like all they little cousins, like the little bloods, all of them call me they ready. Like, oh man, that's my ready. What's up, my nigga? So, you know, man, you can't, like we say, man, that's what's beautiful about standing as the truth. It's never gonna change. You dig what I'm saying? So, now, so so like I say, man, shout out to all the fathers, whatever position, wherever position you playing in the kids or the child's life, that comes with the word father, whether it's step or figure. know what I'm saying? If you is the biological and you are, involved with your kids, whether you're involved with their mama or not, or mamas, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you know how you niggas is, then, man, I salute you, bro. If you're hearing it now or you're hearing it later, man, because regardless of what we do, man, all that shit, man, it don't even matter. What we doing, whether if it's in the streets, out the streets, right, wrong, whatever the case gonna be, our children gonna see us as dad, and how they thoughts and feelings of after dad comes to mind, man, it's really on us. We can't, if you can't. I understand. Look, man. Let me just be sensible. I understand that some shit it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But man, I mean, if you was involved with a broad where it's that bad between you and her, and I mean, if it's that bad, and it got that bad, then nigga, that's what the fuck you get for fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, you too. That's what you get for fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever it is that happened between y'all that got that bad, y'all seen the signs with each other before then. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, just because we make them doesn't necessarily mean we gonna raise them, But hey, man, I did though. So but look, I'm do something for y'all right quick. Got something for y'all right quick. Just let me, hey man, this game it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So give me 1 second, one quick, y'all. Give me 1 second, man. I might like this. I might like this. I might check it out. Let me see something right quick. Hold on, man. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Drink you some water. Get yourself together. you know, I know the man.
Your call has been forwarded to
Ah,
voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is.
man, my bad. But hold on, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Mm, 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 mm. But yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, this is no hell of a deep speech message or nothing like that, man. If you are involved, if you really, when this day come around, if you don't have, you may be somebody, because you could be with one of your kids' mother involved in maybe some of your kids' life more than the others. And like I said, man, everything happen. You can't change what happened, can't change the past. But what we can do is help shape the future. Like I say, man, as parents, sometimes we have to understand, and I think I said it before, but if I did, let me say it once more. Our world revolves around our kids, right? Even after they become of age, somehow, some way, our world is revolved around our kids or child, meaning that, maybe certain things or certain shit we will do or won't do just so we can be in the kids or children's life, right? But that's not dealing with us though. They kids, they children. Their world is revolved around their peers nowadays. Social media. You know what I'm saying? And like even with my younger fellas, my partners and shit like that, I tell them, I say, man, you niggas got a parent against social media that's heavily influenced upon the world nowadays. You know, good luck. Good luck, you know what I'm saying? Because let me, I may say a few things tonight that I'm already knowing it may happen, but and this might be one of them. There's some things that was going on in certain households that Bill, what's up with you, level one, Bill Maximus? Um, there's certain things that has been going on in certain households that shouldn't be going on, especially when you got, especially when it comes to children. And I ain't talking about the boyfriend. I ain't talking about the uncle. I'm talking about biological. I hate, what I'm saying, I ain't gonna go too deep with it, what I'm saying? And yeah, I know it's a sick thought, but it's also a real thought. You know what I'm saying? And so, and of course, that usually get labeled as the typical that get involved with this game. But man, no, that's all. That's not. I'm not saying it's not true at all, but it's not all the way true, totally like that. I know some people who came up in certain households and they didn't turn out too right. And at the time, we really didn't know for sure. Fact, because level one. But we you know we knew it was something. It was something, and you know certain things that you know that was going on in certain people's life, which now as you know as an adult, I can look back and say that explained everything. That explained everything. Even with okay, not even without um of in quote unquote violation of a shit. It's just certain guys that I know that was just crazy. Damn, my bad, y'all. Man, you're like this nigga here. I know I keep moving around and all kind of shit. Like I said, man, it's my little phone, man. I hope this motherfucker don't run out of me either. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me. It's just certain guys that was raised by certain by women that was man, it just it was just too like just heavily influenced on, and it shows in their character, even as grown men, argumentative, you know, always saying shit, but just out of emotions and not really taking time to think and have a methodical approach with the shit, and now that I'm older, I got this game. I see everything through the eyes of this game, and it's just hard for me not to be an observer. I'm a Libra, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know about Libras, but that's just how we are. But that's just me, period, I'm an observer. Like, I'm a always want to know, like, what is the genesis of this shit? What is the in the beginning of this type of behavior? Like, nigga, where you get this from? Because you didn't learn this from us. And then I have to think back, like, oh, yeah, the household, the upbringing, you know? And I'm not talking about the fatherless homes. No, no, I'm talking about, in the house dads. You did? And like I say, man, so it wasn't always like a violation thing. It's just certain little ways. Now I was raised by, women too, moms, aunties and shit like that, whatever not. But like I say, I also had my mom always made sure I was with either her cousins, which would be my second cousins, or my older cousins, or uncles. You know what I'm saying? And as I got a little bit older and got more involved with the streets, and got affiliated and everything like that, had certain big homies and shit like that. Okay, but even with that, okay, let me say this right quick too, right? Because before I forget, man, because it was today Father's Day, so a lot of shit be going on. But look, man, let me just say this stuff for the homies that people that's hearing this, the guys that's where you might be in your mid 30s or younger, early 30s or younger. Man, let me just tell you this. When it comes to this street shit, this it don't matter where you from, but when it comes to this street shit, man, it is a difference between uh elder slash OG slash big homie, which all gonna be one. It's a difference between that and a motherfucker that just older and just been doing Morris clown shit longer. You know, I know, age ain't nothing but another, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, maturity does come with age and everything like that, but it is a difference. And of course, coming up through the ranks and coming up through the streets and, was taught certain things that, I mean, I ain't gonna say I shouldn't have been taught because it came with the streets. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we out here acting up, we doing things, they sliding, we sliding. We going, uh, the older homies is seeing us doing shit that they said, man, them little niggas gonna be in jail by next week. And sure enough, we was in jail next week. You know what I'm saying? So they gave us certain little things and taught us certain little tools. And first of all, made sure we knew how to fight. Yeah, the Thunderdome, nigga, get down in the background. I mean, in the backyard. It didn't have to be no, oh, because you did this. It had nothing to do, like, you know what I'm saying, just to keep a nigga tool sharp. You know, that was, the elder, big homies and shit like that. But then you got some homies they just older, and that's it. Like, what's that nigga? Oh man, that's the homie older. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that to say, man, understand the differences. You know, just because a nigga older than you and that's it. If it's just like, man, this nigga still, it ain't got nothing to do with gang banging and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Do or don't, but because I know niggas that's older, they never got involved with no gangs, shit like that, and straight up, all out, just goofy and silly than the motherfucker. And it sometimes it just baffles the fuck out of me. I'm like, damn, my nigga, like, how'd you like this? You know, a lot of times it be, damn, why is this nigga like this? Why is this nigga like this? Why, be the game talking to me like, man, you need to find out why this nigga act like this. And then it's always something. So I'm just saying that to say, it's not always, oh, wait, she act like that, or he act like that because there wasn't no father in the home, man. The nigga daddy wasn't around, and just sometimes that ain't got shit to do with it. Sometimes that don't got the shit to do with it. And in the words of the honorable Mel Taylor, you know what I'm saying? The late great Mel Taylor, like he say, how you expect for a boy to grow up to be a man if he never had an example of what a man is? How you expect for a boy to grow up to be a young man to become a father if he never knew what it's like to even have to listen to the voice of an elder, period? You know? So sometimes being involved with the streets, wherever you at, it brought certain structure to us. Just like religion, some religion bring certain structure to people's lives. Because they Catholic, because they Christian, because of this, there's just certain things they just not gonna do because of the law that's embedded in them since they've been children, kids, and it's just a part of their upbringing. Same thing with these streets. And it's just certain things that was just brought up with us that we just didn't do. We just don't do. And as time went on, you know, a lot of that shit that was instilled into me, man, I'm glad it was, man. Man, like I say, I got a few elder homies, a few big homies that, we alright. But for the majority, man, my big man, I fucks with them. And they fucks with me. And that's why my younger homies, I don't really like to call them little homies too much intentionally, but my younger homies that I fuck with, they fuck with me. And I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Being a father, like I said, man, it ain't easy, man. Especially if you dealing in a situationship that it came to an end, and how did that come to an end? It's a whole lot of intel with details that'll cause it to come to an end, or whatever the case gonna be. Just can be a bad ending. But man, if you can set that to the side, compartmentalize, focus on the kid, focus on the children, whatever the case gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say too much for you niggas who got multiple baby mamas. And they just, I don't know about that, but if you got one, two, or maybe you got, what I'm saying, three, four kids by one, or whatever the case gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But something that's reasonable, then trust me, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to be involved. It is important. You know. It is very important, man, because even my grandson, Pawpaw, his dad, I'm just gonna say a little bit. No, that's no dude, young. That's my little nigga. He you know, he, he don't know no better. So let me just say that, he just a lot of shit that he better now, but a lot of shit that little nigga used to do, he just didn't know no better. And what we used to be fucked up about is that my daughter used to be like, "Damn, this nigga act like a bitch." And you know what I'm saying? Just certain shit that he would be doing, like he was expecting for her to react typical, right? But man, it goes back to what I said. None of your friends got a dad like me. And then as time went on, I'm looking how she reacting to shit. Now of course she's still a girl. Don't get me wrong. And used to tell her that, like, now I'm not exempt. You not exempt. And what I mean by that, sometimes man, the bitch is gonna be a bitch. I say, and sometimes you just gonna be a girl. It's just gonna be the feelings. It's gonna be just too overwhelming. That ain't no logic that exists in the world if it's not lining up with what your feelings is at that time. Especially if you on some bullshit, then that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Example, like, shit, man, with a girl out, she know when she get mad because of the nigga she fucking with, or the case gonna be, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She get belligerent and get stupid and wanna break windows and do all that old crazy shit. And man, that bitch knows she doing wrong at the time, but I don't give a fuck. because my feelings. They man, my feelings got the pedal to the metal, and they are on go, baby, and the tank is full. And nigga, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I know when you find out, I know you gonna come kick my ass. I know all that shit, right? But man, it happens. So man, every now and then, give minds a friendly reminder. You know, to help keep them grounded. Um, because like I said, I come, of course, before the game, I'll come from the streets, but the game is just, I can't say enough about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, man, you can't outbless the game. You know what I mean? And man, I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Woo, I'm so glad he chose me, man. Like for real, for real. I mean, I know that probably just went past, what I'm saying, a lot of heads right now and later, but those who know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, man, don't be like Flavor Flav used to say, don't believe the hype. Just because it's not a broken home, just because it's not a fatherless home, that don't mean that the house is a home. You know what I mean? Yeah, because just because a house is the house. You know what I'm saying? But a home can be whatever you gonna make it as. So it ain't. I'm not talking about literally a home. I'm talking about anything. Home, apartment, renting a room. You dig what I'm saying? Motel room, whatever the case gonna be. You know what I'm saying? If it's it has to be a certain comfortability there. That this is home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might be going to, you may not have no a home actual structure to go to, but wherever you going, whether if your friends here, this and that, to you that's home. So in all cases, sometimes it's not always good. You know what I'm saying? So and like I said, now I can't really, I can't say too much about, you know, every situation that, being a father and everything like that. So I don't get really like speaking for minds and some of the typical shit. Um now I let me just bank this side with this real quick right now. I'm really was thinking about this shit, man, because it's I don't know, man. It's just been a lot of shit. I'm pretty sure what I'm finna say. Some of y'all, well, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. But it's been a lot of shit going on the internet. Not lately, it's been going on for a minute. But what I'm starting to see is real niggas who actually that's been in the streets and not just industry. You know, who live by I don't want to say the word code, but yeah, a certain word, a certain code, a certain moral. You know what I'm saying? It just once again, just being raised a certain way in a certain area in a certain section, especially because now I'm talking specifically about LA. It's just certain shit we just don't do, man. You know, and seeing a lot of like weird shit happening lately, right? And I'm thinking like, like how the fuck, like, who told this? What made this nigga think this is okay? And why do y'all keep going fuck with that white boy up over there like that, man? And y'all see the same old fuck shit that's happening over and over and over again, like just a bunch of little shit. Okay, and that's cool. I understand this, but when I hear a motherfucker say, "Well, I knew so and so was this, and I knew so and so was that," and and I was kind of prepared for this, and I was kind of prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? And so you knew certain little fucked up shit about people or this person in particular, but you still decide to go fuck with them because of the platform. You still decide to go fuck with them because of maybe the money. I'm pretty sure the money has something to do with it. Or in some cases, it could be, the money cool, but the exposure. So when the person that you knew, right? You knew this person had these certain little ways about him, this and that, and you still decided to go fuck with him. And when the person did what you knew they were capable of doing, now it's a problem. I don't get that. And I'm thinking like, but now motherfucker, if you knew ahead of time, why did you go fuck with him? And I mean, I don't know, man. Like I say, man, it's just certain shit, bro. I'm just not finna do. I don't give a fuck how much money is involved. You did because one thing, especially on certain situations like that, like I may not go to. okay, for example, for the game, I may not. Well, ain't no may not. So I'm not fucking with Orange County like how I would have before, right? Why? Because I know the politics that goes on out there. Not only just my people, but against my kind. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. And but at the same time, it's if she, it ain't. Hey man, it's not even her that they really tripping off of. It's really him that they really trying to get. But they will do some fuck shit to her in order to see if they can get her to get them to him. If you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I'm being indirectly but direct. Sometimes they don't work, but like I said before in the last Nightlife Society, man, they just, you know what I'm saying, hook them and book them and let them go. That ain't the priority no more. They are, get them guys. They the priority. So I'm just saying that to say that it's just I don't give a fuck how much money is involved or how much a bitch can make or whatever the case gonna be, or whatever I can finagle and whatnot. Why? Because I can't miss what I never had. So if I've never had it and I'm not willing to take certain chances to go against what for me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, I'm not with that shit. Can't no amount of money convince me. Can't no amount of clout convince me. I mean, I probably been passed up and missed out probably a lot of shit. But then again, I can sit back and say, yeah, I probably missed out on a lot of shit. But I'm still me though. I'm still him. I don't. There's nothing with the fuck shit, right? So a lot of this shit that's been going on lately, on what going on, YouTube specifically. I just be thinking like, see, them type of niggas was, you know, they they knew but wasn't involved. You can tell by the way they move, the way they talk, certain shit they say, certain shit that they do, certain motherfuckers that got this, that didn't heard about that. Just and just for a motherfucker to be okay with certain shit that's going on with the people that you socializing yourself with, it's like goddamn, my nigga, like for real, So but yeah, man, it was just it's just a lot of shit that's been going on. I'm just thinking like, man, like who raised you niggas? And it ain't even about your daddy didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, every household is not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Every household is not the same. I hate to say it, man, but you got some dads who just don't really have a genuine love for their kid or child like that because of the certain situation that they with the woman that they got pregnant. Like I said before, man, everybody don't get married for love. Some people get married or be together for security, certain situations, the raising of the kids. And that's another thing too, man. Let me just say this, man. Let me just say this too. Also that, um, I always, even still to this day, like one thing like psychological damage with the kids. Like I have told my kids, like, one thing that I don't want y'all to grow up and be a part of was me being in the situation in the household with your mama, knowing that it ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? First of all, like I say, I don't give a how much love is there. Once the respect go, it's gone. You know, and I would say, and then knowing the psychological damage that it would have did to y'all. You know what I'm saying? At the time, particularly my oldest. And like and I'm pretty sure everybody didn't heard what I'm gonna say is that sometimes you just be chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? The homie in the situation with the baby mama, whatever the case gonna be, and you just and sometimes you get to that point where you asking like, damn, my nigga, why you fuck with her? Oh man, I mean, she got my shorty, and my seed, my son, all this other shit that whatever the case gonna be. Not to say that it's wrong, but damn, man, you don't see the damage that's being done. And I just, even with the women, females are like, girl, what I'm saying? This nigga ain't shit, this nigga ain't that, he don't do this, he ain't that, boo boo. But damn, bitch, why you fuck with that nigga? Boo boo. Girl, because, Junior, and, girl, I got these kids by this nigga, blah, blah, and all the other shit. Never really taking the time out to understand the psychological damage that they doing to the kids or the child. And no, you can expect for the child to say certain shit to man, they kids. You know, so at the time you don't we don't. You know, the damage that's being done it haven't even developed yet because their brain is still developing and it's going to be long term down the line. You know, you got a boy that's being raised in a household where his mom and daddy's constantly fighting. His mama, you know, he's constantly seeing his daddy treat his mother a certain way. That's gonna go one way or another. Either he gonna have a resentment towards his dad, and like, man, I'm not gonna treat no women like that, man. I don't like the way that nigga treat my mom, blah 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 blah. You know, so and of course, being younger, it's gonna start like that. Why? Because boys, mama boys, daddy's girls, right? So, but as time get older, man, a lot of them resort to the same motherfucking behavior because they was never taught different. Come on, man. I'm talking to somebody, man. Man, I'm talking to somebody that was never taught different. And you see the same type of behavior and the same type of shit that that affected them in the household that they was raised in. You know, um, that just never wanted to be me. And I've always let mines know that. Man, check this out, man. I'd rather be a father nigga from a different planet and just, what I'm saying, stay in touch and be involved like that, you know, the way I'm gonna do mine, opposed to doing that. Not only that, that's not mentally good, that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? Situations can happen. You know, and once again, I never wanted my daughters to see me in a fucked up way. As far as characteristics of a man. And I was having these type of shit like this going through my mind before I got in the game. Like I told my oldest when I said, they was their father. I say, man, even without you, man, I wasn't even being that. So, I love you and appreciate you so much. And then then I told my youngest when I had talked earlier today, I said, told her sister, I said, but having you as being my baby and my youngest and the girl, I say, you helped me realize not only just being dad, but how important it is for me to be involved with y'all life. I have a great relationship with my daughters. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is that I even told my kids, I say, some parents they want to say, hey, no, I don't have no favoritism with my kids, and I love them all the same. That's bullshit. Nah, that's some bullshit. I told them, I said, look, of course I know I love all y'all. I love all y'all. Y'all my kids. I said, but Marie, I probably love you a little bit stronger because without you, I wouldn't know what it's like to be a father to them because you my firstborn. So therefore, my love and my dedication to you, it's a little bit stronger because it's been going a little bit longer. I said, Prince, you my only son. Simple. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You my only son. And then I told Cat, I say, now, you my baby. Which means, ain't you my baby girl. Which means that somewhere, in the little bit, I mean, I know it ain't that big, but somewhere in my mind, you're gonna always be that. My baby. Even at 20 something, 30 something, grown, whatever. Of course I'm gonna respect you as a woman and everything like that, but you're still my baby though. You know? That's never gonna change. You the closest to me, you know what I'm saying? Your sister gonna go whatever, do whatever. Your brother gonna go whatever, do whatever. I say, but I may be, up in my older age. I may be health may not be as good. I say, out of all my kids, who you think I'm gonna want, who I'm gonna look forward to be a caretaker for me? My baby. You know what I mean? Um, and they understand that. Like I say, man, I've been, man, no matter what was going on, and I'm just my whole overall. Of course, you know how we do it. Many messages within the message. My whole the whole overall message is that don't just, try not to just be a dad and just have, shit like that, man. Be, a father, but understand the importance being involved. You know, and I'm knowing, you know what I'm saying, a lot of cases that's easier said than done. I understand that. I understand that. But if there's any small glimpse of a way of, you know, reconciling whatever differences it is gonna be, you know, then have at the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I know people who, you know, they kids don't I don't even think they even respect them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really the kid's fault. You know what I'm saying? You know, they dad and did some shit. They mom, especially especially if it's that bad with the mom and dad, you crazy if the kids. You already know what the kids gonna be hearing most of the time. Man, come on, me too. Come on, man. You think I'm not exempt? You know, my kids heard the same, used to hear some of the same shit from their mama. And what's crazy is that I wouldn't say certain little silly shit to them about their mama. Why? Because I understood that they still see her as mom. No matter how stupid I think she is, no matter how goofy of the shit I think she do, no matter how much, you know what I'm saying, that keep that bitch away from me mindset that I'm in. I always knew what not to say to my kids because I knew the influence and the the type of train they can put their mind on, the type of train can put the train of their mind on. And I understood deeper than that, that's still mom. You know? And I made sure that they understood that. But also, I will tell them like, you think it's me? Don't even trip. I guarantee you. Y'all gonna see as y'all get a little bit older. You know, y'all a little bit younger right now. But as y'all get older, y'all gonna see the real deal. Man, my all of them just said, Dad, you was right. It is mama. I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just had to just give it some time, man. Stay, you know what I'm saying, when it come being to the fatherhood, man, you know what I'm saying? Kobe Michael, you know what I'm saying, Kobe Jordan. You know, I'm gonna do me. You know, I'm not worried about the defense, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'ma do me. You know what I'm saying? Uh and yeah, it ain't nothing that nobody else can do that can stop it. So like I said before, man, I've never worried about, you know, no, your mama, hey man, hey, your dad, your mama got be trying to have that nigga call you dad. Even the dude that she ended up, having a youngest son by. You know, I can't say no. He all right. So I ain't gonna even. Some people just, it just is what it is. Everybody wires is not connected upstairs in the brain. Let me just say that some people wires come loose. Some people are born with loose wires, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because man, man. And what's crazy is that what I'm saying, dude was so. It's crazy that he was would be like somewhat intimidated of me, not like as like as a mark ass nigga type of way, but just intimidated of my presence without my presence being there. You know, um, but he would see the my kids, with my kids, whatever not, because and like I tell people all the time, I say, where my kids are staying at now, it's just, saying, me and my mom used to stay there, same condo. It's a different people that they rented from now. But like I tell people, and some people around the neighborhood was kind of like, hey man, this bitch got this nigga up over here at your house. I said, man, let me tell y'all something. I'm not even mad at her. I would rather have my kid's mother move some nigga into where she and my kids is comfortable at, opposed to have to uplift them and take them over there with him. You know what I'm saying? I know my kid's mother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I say, I'm just gonna just leave it at that. But if she see the play of manipulation can be done, it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So without saying too much, dude's cool, but it didn't start off like that. And for me, man, my whole thing was like, man, stop listening to the bitch, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You over there listening to her. Yeah, and then you listen to her and you want to be subjective about what you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to No, the real shit, the street shit, this and that. Like, oh yeah, pull your room, no, 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 no. Oh yeah, I just passing on the links, no, 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 no. All that. Yeah, she was telling me that she used to get, you know, what I'm saying, get like, this man go to the stage, get 10,000, no, no, no. All kind of little shit that I already knew. You did. But then when it comes to whatever little situation with him and her, somehow I'm getting blamed. You know, oh, you gonna go fuck with that nigga Pooh? You gonna fuck with that nigga? Nah, nah, nah. And I used to have to tell that nigga like, bro, I'm not the one you gotta worry about. Trust me, my nigga. You just don't know. Like you not nothing new. I said, man, like, I used to have to tell like, man, you act like me and the girl, like, you know, like we just separated 4 or 5 years ago. Nigga, I'm not older than at the time, you know, Cat was a teenager. I'm like, nigga, she wasn't even in school yet. So, and you crazy if you think she, wasn't dealing with nobody during all these times. I said, man, I'm tell you nothing. Now I've never worried about none of you niggas. I said the only difference between you and the rest of them is you was dumb enough, nigga, to have a baby with her. I said because now, even though I know you love your son, but you know what I'm saying, past behavior can predict future behavior. And if your past behavior is, I have a problem with this baby mama, I have a problem with that baby mama, yeah, it's most likely the future behavior is going to show itself with the today's baby mama. You know? So, and I used to tell him, like, bro, man, we dealing with two different women. You know what I'm saying? Same body, different, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. Different mindset, different personality. It was different back then. I said, you got to realize, man, that our first child was together. That was her first child or my first child. Nigga, you come across her 3 kids and some odd years and a couple of failed relationships later. What you expect? Like, what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, you heard, what I'm saying? Probably like most do. The blame is this nigga didn't do that. No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? I say, and and that's cool. I said, man, I say, I'm like I say all the time, man, I'm not exempt. So that means that my baby mama's not exempt. And I understand, she probably didn't have certain situations with niggas about me that wasn't always the best. Never tripped off of it. Why? Because you can see the result in my kids. You can see the way the relationship that me and my kids have. Man, there's a lot of motherfuckers that my kids' friends have never ever seen me. But they know I'm him. I am that I am. I'm dad. Because, once again, always stay involved, which means you have to stay in touch. You know, um, you got, you know what I'm saying? And you got to just sometimes you got to just put the work in, man. Sometimes you have to just add more to the plate. Like I say, compartmentalize. Another thing for me that I always, especially being involved with this game, coming across a few females that had kids here and there, but I've never want to seem like or be or felt like they really felt like that. And why I'm regardless about the game, but man, why I'm taking care of this bitch kids more or helping this bitch with her kids more than my own. This was never that. No, 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 no. Get for what I had going on with whether it was this female, that female, whatever. She had 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids. It didn't matter because I had some that didn't had all that. You did. I still got mines. Now I may be with by me dealing with her once again. I'm accepting the kids as part of the package because I'm dealing with their mama. you know, uh, but, but, uh, uh, but whatever situation I am dealing with, their mama is most likely the game. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that doesn't negate the fact, or I does not neglect the fact I still got my own. So when I fuck with mines, what I'm saying, I'm comfortable, I'm cool, I'm straight because I know they know me. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't know of me. So like I was saying with my grandson, his dad, it's just a different upbringing, just certain, you know what I'm saying, the generation that he's in. But look, I know, let me say this though, right? And I know, I'm often, you know what I'm saying? Man, but let me check my subscribers right quick, man, because cause I might lose a few after what I'm finna say with this, right? And there's no diss to, you know, the youth, because it ain't really just the youth. And that's what's the fucked up part about it. But look, man, I knew shit switched and shit went sideways, and it was gonna be. It is what it is, and all this. I don't even know what the word that I'm looking for, but when I knew shit was different amongst the young men when I start seeing niggas being comfortable coming outside wearing purses and dyeing, and some of them dyeing their hair different colors like a pack of Skittles. I knew then and there. I said, yeah, this, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This, yeah, yeah. And like I said, I done got, you know what I'm saying, with some of my younger homies and shit, man, it's not this. I got the blicky in, I got this, and I got this. Man, that's a purse, bro. And nigga, how you just to be comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? But that's I came up in a different era, man. Like we just didn't do shit like that, man. We didn't even like standing holding mom's purse when we at the mall or something like that. She had to dip off, go use the bathroom or do some shit like that. It was just ugh. It was just, that just so I'm looking like, yeah, this might not be too cool. Something gonna go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying, every guy that, walks around with a purse, man purse, man bag, where the fuck the shit is now. Well, whatever you call it, a purse, and can look in the mirror and have the, all this shit going on up there with the different colors and all. That just has, like this. I don't know. I don't want to say nothing wrong, man, but I'm just gonna be indirect with that. I just knew then that, yeah, we have officially entered a new era. Like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is crazier than the motherfucker. Like, how? Just like I ain't gonna say name, cause my head and shit, whatever. But I got some people that's be into the fashion, got his own little clothing line, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, cool nigga. I love that little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I guess I kind of like can, yeah, understand the somewhat a little bit because he's into the fashion world, right? But one day, dude got draped out with his woman, and they had like on some matching shit. It's they company, they brand, but it was like pink and some other shit. I'm looking at this nigga like, is you really gonna wear that? You're like, yeah, this fast. No, nigga. I said, man, I said, like, man, some things I just, I'm just better off not saying. Some things I'm just better off not knowing. But man, I got to just at least ask or just say this, man. All your motherfucking life, since you knew how to say colors, see colors, spell colors, go to school, but all your motherfucking life you've been taught that pink is a girl color. Never mind blue being boy color, that that varies whatever, but for sure, pink is a girl color. How can you be comfortable being in public like that? And once again, take it back a few years, and I start seeing some of the rapper niggas pop up with pink. I'm like, yeah, this, yeah, this ain't, this may not turn out too well, man. You know what I'm saying? And then fast forward, yeah, some things are, I mean, definitely different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I don't want to say shit is fucked up now, but with it, like I said, I just knew we enter a new era when certain things start, like, you just start seeing shit going on, and which leads up to, more recently, like the shit, even like I say, on the last night society shit, when certain motherfuckers was coming that sharp, but this and that, and I don't know, man, I just come from an era where just certain shit we just did not do, just as a man, a young man, just as guys, you know, um, that I be seeing, going on now, shit like that, right? So, and not just on the internet, but a lot of shit that's being origins from the streets, so to speak, is now being transitioned and being acted out and played out on the internet. And I don't, it's just strange, man. Look, check this out. Let me a perfect example. Damn, thank you, gang. Right, so L.A. Right, so two things right quick. Let me see. Wait. I know it's two for sure. Like it was something. Okay, but let me just say these two things for sure before I forget these. Right. So let's start with this word cuh. Cuh. That's not the word. You know, the word is cuz. Cuzz. That's the original word. Now, what is the origin of the word? I've never heard nothing solid to say okay, or that's being agreed upon by shit guys that's not even here no more. But some of the glimpse of the story that I heard was that it started with um as something like an alias to the police, for example. Cause you gotta realize this early '70s, so police pulled me and little C-Mac over whatever the case gonna be, right? And no, they gonna pull me to the side, they gonna pull him to the side. What's his name? And I'm like, oh him, oh that's Cuz. So they're asking him like, what's his name? What's his name? Oh, him, that's Cuz. So therefore, Cuz was the uh overall alias that it was used for as not giving up no information when it came down to dealing with them people. Or, being somewhere where a motherfucker, you don't want a motherfucker to know your name, or maybe you're dealing with a broad shit, just little different scenarios. So it was used as a term to for Crips to address each other. Hey cuz, you know what I'm saying? Did it just kind of like morphed into um, kind of like the cousin thing. That is true. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like started up. To my understanding, I'm not saying this is guaranteed facts. I'm just saying from what I've been told from different G's, different times. You know what I'm saying? That was somewhat the origin that came with Cuz, right? It was a alias, like a word, like a overall alias, right? So to see it now, and I'm gonna tell you other than California, we in LA. This I ain't gonna say Cali, but LA, we didn't start that. I really think the younger Crips from the South and the Midwest really brought that to the forefront, and something else too I'm gonna address in a minute. But because when they talk, a lot of their words don't be pronounced the way other people in other regions pronounce words. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably, I think, a certain generation of them thought that we really was saying "cuh." Hey, what's up, cuz? Hey, what's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying? But it was never that, right? So, and that tripped me out, cause man, look, like what my legs stoops, man, little snow bunny and shit. You know what I'm saying? No, bless her little white heart shit. You know what I'm saying? Arizona girl, right? I bitch used to try to be funny and would text me and shit like that, trying to be funny, talking about "Hey, cuz, CUH," and I wouldn't respond with the actual shit. I'm like, why you text me that long? I'm like, what the fuck is a cuh? She's like, you LA crib niggas, you LA crib niggas. Like, I ain't no motherfucking cuh. I don't know what that. I ain't no cuh. Now, if you trying to say, hey, cuz, then okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm like, okay, once again, different era. But the main thing, what really, really, okay, that was the other one I just talked about. Thank you, gang. But let me say this though. What really tripped me out was what is that right? So, yeah, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 minute, man. In the meantime, hit the like button. If you can, please share this. You know, short for cousin on the East Coast. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, done, right? So now let's talk about this right quick, right? Because I know some people think this word just been thought up or brought up maybe within the last, I'm gonna say 10 years. And that's the word keyway. Keyway is not nothing new, you know? Keyway was something that we only addressed each other in the penitentiary. See, the thing is with the word Damu, which is blood in Swahili, that was created with they prison politics, being part of the BGFs, uh, the 212, which is Bloodline BL, and UBN. It was because you got to realize that the essays had they Spanish, they speak their language. At the time, the Asians wasn't really, and I had a big jail population like that and far in the streets. But as time went along, they got a little bit stronger. But you did have shit like the Islanders, the others like the Samoans and stuff like that. They know the Tongans and everything like that, so they spoke their language, right? And then you had the white boys, the Woods, which they spoke, but more important, they wrote in the area in a certain Aryan code, using a certain. So basically, what I'm saying is that everybody had their own lingo, but us. So somehow, some way, I don't know. Of course, I'm not a blood, so but the word Damu, and I've now this I've been told from OG Damus that originally wasn't supposed to be leaked out to the streets. Okay, um, and if you really, LA, you really know your politics, then you know what I'm saying is true. We never addressed each other on the streets as Keyway. Like you would never, in your younger days, some of my partners, my people, like you would never hear them say, "Oh, what's up, Keyway? What's up, Keyway?" So even with that, I'm like, damn, man, people like, I understand, the elders, we know. If we know, we know. Maybe some don't, but it's just crazy how it went from in there to out here with a lot of other jail politics that should have never hit the streets too. But that's a different story. But that I'm like, okay, once again, different era, right? So, but the last thing though, man, before I'm gonna keep y'all too long, get y'all up out of here. Is I don't know who the fuck or where the fuck or how the fuck did it become the handicap sign for some type of symbol of crip. And I understand they trying to be synonymous with handicap, cripple, but crip, the origins of it has nothing to do with anything like that. And my thing is like, damn man, don't they know that if it was some type of connection or something like that, that would have been put out there years ago, along with the blue flag, the light blue flag, the orange flag, the purple flag, the burgundy flag, the red flag, the green flag. You know what I'm saying? Like it all would have been put out there with that. So, hey, once again, man, like I say, different era. We have entered a different era. I understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's fucked up. I'm not saying it's fucked up. It's not fucked up. I'm not saying none of that shit. But what I am saying is, like, yeah, man, shit, man. If you don't know, or you not for sure, or you consider, or whatever the case gonna be, man. If you have some, please sit down with some of your elders, some of your bigger homies, some of your OGs, and get the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the game. And like I say, I used to always, I can still tell my kids, like sometimes just look around you, the situations that's going on, in your life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your friends, uncles, aunties, whatever the case gonna be, but the men, and of course, we did, we got this game, man, and but more in particular, with the fathers though, man, we got to, it's imperative that we are involved. And I know, like I said, I'm not trying to sound like a broken record. I know I've said a lot of shit that y'all have heard before, but guess what? It don't hurt to hear it once more, because it's the truth, man. It is the truth. Hold on 1 second, Joe. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. And just as fellas, man, we have to just, chop it up with each other, you know what I'm saying? And just and sharpen each other tools up. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. You know what I'm saying? And just fellowship with each other. You know what I mean? That nigga Simple used to say something, man, and that man, that is, I mean, a lot of shit he said is so true, but it is a lot of, I can't, well, fatherless, I guess you could say is the word, but whether they knew dad or not, it's a lot of misguided men of the world today. And I'm not just saying this, saying, man, statistics shows a lot of the shit that I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like statistics show that the men, especially black men, you know what I'm saying, far as like as living on their own, having friends, being with a relationship, it just have diminished a lot, you know what I'm saying? And of course, and on the flip side of that, the black women, they steady progression and moving up, um Now, is that all good? Ah, yeah, I don't know, man. Because in a way, that's kind of like the situation that's part of, as our culture, as our people. You know what I'm saying? Most likely, baby gonna make more money than if she's not dealing with a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some nigga who just out here in the streets, but if she's legit and he's legit, yeah, I mean, it's a man. Most likely, at least 8 times out of 10, that the woman is gonna have a better paying job. Most likely because her education is a little bit higher or just got more credentials. You know, and that's ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But if a woman being in that position causes a problem when it comes to her respecting the man that she's with or the guy that she's with because she simply has more money than him, that's a problem. So you mean to tell me that outside of this man's income, bitch is nothing, absolutely nothing you can respect about him, and don't be in a situation where you have a son by another nigga that could be just out the way, however out the way it is. And once again, he's being raised and he's seeing this. That can be a bad turnout. You know, one way or another, that can be a bad turnout for little man because one, he can see it as um. Now I ain't. When I get older, man, and get a girlfriend, I ain't finna let no female finna be talking to me like mama be talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing shit that the kid can't really process at the time. Like, why you fucking with my mom? Just see shit that not as far as like as the respect goes, and and him, the guy that's in that situation, even as a friend, you gotta ask him like, man, why you dealing with this? Why you dealing with that? And like I said before, it could be numerous situations, but most of the time we is really don't make no sense. The more sense of it we try to make, the more nonsense it becomes, right? And but my thing too is this though: if you in that type of situation, or if you're a female in that type of situation, then you gotta get over that shit. If you a guy, you got kids, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and they, the bread may not be right, the money ain't, it's just it's not good right now. Man, don't let that be a obstacle, or let that be something that hinders you from being involved with the kids, man. Trust me, especially if you got young children. Please hear what I'm saying, man. Get involved. You know, we have to. Especially most likely, you might be from an era like I'm from, where, rather even if we did know dad, or whatever the case gonna be, maybe even fuck with him a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like it may not necessarily be all bad, but it's definitely wasn't what we want it to be. And I understand, man, that it's a lot of shit that happened with what I'm saying, the generation before us, the government, the separation, and and it just trickled down. You dig what I'm saying? It just affected generation after generation after generation. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, man, we have to get over that. Yeah, we have to get over that. You know what I'm saying? And cool thing about it is that, man, it's a lot of, let me just say this, man, it's a lot of guys that's in the grave, and it's a lot of niggas that's basically walking, you know what I'm saying, as walking dead men on that yard. All because what they thought, or what they felt like, I should say, what they felt like it was with this woman or that woman. She didn't do this or she didn't do that, or how could she do this? I did all this. And especially if it was involved with another man. And you know, that, even with that situation, like, a lot of times with that, the motherfucker that you didn't knock down and shit, the bitch that you knocked him down over, nigga, that's not even your kid's mother. Not to say that would have been okay, but that just makes it even more like, damn. Just little shit like that, man, just sometimes just as, you know, being, black, black men, especially we come from a certain side of the tracks, a certain lifestyle, whatever, or not. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Sometimes we don't realize the lack of information and how detrimental it is to our character and the way we go about doing shit because it was never taught to us no other way. So somewhere, a lot of times we think it's being a G. We think it's being gangster. We think it's being this, being that. You know what I'm saying? You know you are you really mad at the bitch because first of all you couldn't believe that. First of all, you thought you was just that man. You thought, oh man, it can never happen to you. But even though you didn't fucked a lot of other niggas, women that you shouldn't have fucked with. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us, we don't think it can happen to us until it happens to us. So then it's like, man, I'm hurt. My pride is crushed. I'm broken. How could she do that? But for some reason, the anger immediately goes towards the other nigga. Blessing to you, man. Blessing to you, loved one. It goes toward. Is it a pride? Hey, I done been on that side of the fence too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing that I've never took it to that extreme. Matter of fact, I quite often, man, I thank the Most High for just me being me because I would turn right around and say, man, it could have been me. Seeing niggas act stupid behind a brawl that like, man, is that serious? Yeah, in his mind it is that serious. Why? Because he don't even know no better. Damn, that could have been me. That could have been me, man. You know, not dealing with my kid's mother. You know what I'm saying? And my anger towards her is it's so that in my mind, I'm thinking every woman is capable. I'm not saying no nothing bad with her, but every woman could be capable or fuck every bitch just that because this one woman has done something to me that kind of like puts what was like a sour taste in the mouth of our minds. So from that point on, we don't even know how to deal with relationships properly because man, we still fucked up behind what this bitch did. To the point where like the scripture say, man, rage is the jealousy of a man. And you so mad at this dude to the point where you willing to jeopardize yourself, hurt yourself, but get at him like that and you already know what's coming next. You don't hold and you don't hold the bitch accountable for nothing. You know, like how could you? You know what I'm saying? You got some people that if they in the situation, oh man, my homeboy fuck my girl. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga, not fucking with that nigga no more. But yeah, but you still fuck with the bitch though. Which means that's putting her in the position of being capable of fucking with another one of your homeboys. Or if it's you tripping off her fucking with somebody else like that, then what you still fuck with her for? Oh man, you know what I'm saying? And man, we gotta start thinking better, man. Man, we gotta start thinking better. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even with the women, man. Sometimes women. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, maybe the situation with the baby daddy is not what. Okay, look, maybe it's not what you thought it was, or maybe it's not what you was perceived or was bamboozled of what you thought it was because of maybe what you've been told. You know what I'm saying? You never knew this. Okay, I understand that, but it's you done laid up with this man, you done had sex with this man, you know what I'm saying? And you done had this child with this man. Okay, shit didn't go right, you know what I'm saying? And you so fucked up behind that you don't think that shit shows in the boy, or maybe it's not because he got the latest Xbox, he got this, he got that. His little Instagram is popping. He this, he, you know what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't fuck his daddy, but my dude, my man, my guy, my boyfriend, all this, the coach, all this other motherfuckers, but the one and only that he got that's supposed to be there, and it's really the situation is not. It's really not that bad between you and the guy's dad. It's just that, bitch, you still caught up in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you think it can. Of course, it can be done without him, the dad. But if it don't have to be, then it shouldn't be. And and with my daughter, man, you know what I'm saying, I be, even as a grown woman, sometimes, I have to, minister to her mind and give her a better understanding about, her, her son's father, and just really try to just help her understand that, you know, it's not, it's not your fault. It's not what you doing. You know, some people are just fucked up like that. Some people just don't, they were just raised different. You know what I'm saying? And I would tell mine, I say, a lot of this shit I don't expect for you to understand. Why? Because you grew up with your father in your life. It's a difference. I say, not only your father, I am that I am. So it's a double dose of difference. So I don't expect for you to understand why certain guys, especially your era, do certain of the shit that they do because it was the way that they was raised. You know, I mean, come on, man. If the nigga daddy was a buster, if the nigga daddy was a punk, if the nigga daddy, only always thought about himself, it's just that his mama was dumb enough to fuck the nigga and have a baby bomb. What makes you think he not gonna show the same type of behavior that he was brought up? Like we say, man, you can't produce what you never was introduced to. You know what I'm saying? And it really don't have to, like I say, it's not. This is not a divide for us like as fatherless homes or not. You know what I'm saying? This is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's father in the house, like I said before. You know what I'm saying? Just because the motherfucker's in the house don't necessarily mean that it's all good. Don't necessarily mean that he's involved because he's in house. I don't work like that all the time. Of course, most likely, it's cool, but man, it's a lot of motherfuckers that was raised up with their mom and dad, and that and man, that person was just, even though they was raised in a two-parent home, the teachings and the upbringing that they came up under was just, just not right, and it shows in their personality, their characteristics of, what I'm saying, as an adult or a young adult, So and like I told my grandson father before. You know what I'm saying? He cool. I ain't gonna dog him like, yeah, he bad. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, you know, dude just thought, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I had to let him know, like, look, man, check this out, man. I told him just like this. I said, check this out, homie. I don't give a fuck what bitch you fuck with before my daughter, what bitch you fuck with if you dealing with somebody with my daughter, but that was kind of like some shit, or afterwards. None of them got a father like she got. You know what I'm saying? I say, uh, you knew I existed, even though you have never witnessed me. But y'all knew I existed. I'm talking to him, his mom, everybody, because it was like some typical puppy love, fucked up shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My daughter was pregnant, so you know what I'm saying? But it was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? They had their own little spot, but no, like I said, proud of her, whatever, not. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it was just a bunch of little shit that was going on, man. And at the right appointed time of the game, you know what I'm saying? It brought me right there to the point where I was kind of like stuck there for a minute because I was having a little car problem. You know what I'm saying? So, the team, we had to switch. It was all kind of little crazy shit going on, but it was very necessary because not only that, me and uh Papa dad got, cause I call my grandson Papa, little Papa. I'm Big Papa. I'm Big Papa. He little Papa. Uh, um, yeah, man, we definitely got a better understanding, and whatever you thought, you know what I'm saying, good or bad, nigga, it is true. And guess what? It's some more of it. It's, you know what I'm saying. So but just uh, to get certain clarity just to get clarity of certain things, certain conversations needed to be had. And what's tripping me out one day is that I don't remember what I think, but Marie was pregnant with Papa. But anyway, I forgot what happened with my daughter and her baby daddy. But it was, I forgot what the fuck he did. Nothing major, not just some typical shit. if I remember right, thing involved with another little broad, whatever case may be. So anyway, his mom was I ain't gonna even cause man oh man I can chop her down. But I ain't gonna even do her like that. I'm just gonna say, uh generational upbringing for certain families. Yeah, man, it's some shit. It's just a trait that goes through from this person to that person, this person. So you know what I'm saying? The leaf don't fall too far from the tree, right? So I remember she was saying something to me like when I was gone. She was basically saying when I was gone, right now. We in a discussion, and she kept saying that when you was gone, when you was gone, and when you was gone. So after a minute, I'm thinking like, where, what the fuck? What you mean when I was gone, right? So I asked her. I said, where was I? What you mean by when I was gone? I said, and I know every now and then, what I'm saying, I have to, get away from Earth and go back home to to planet capital P. But that's really just spiritual and mentally. Physically, I've been here all the time. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And her thing was just that, well, we never saw you. We knew you stayed in LA and da. Yeah, but you knew I was real because you see my fruit and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know the relationship that me and her had. And even though at the time, just growing pains, what I'm saying, just shit just wasn't really right. My daughter was on some rebellious shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just some shit. She just needed her dad to really be that solid foundation for her that she needed at that time. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, uh, but also at the same time, like I would tell her, like, man, I ain't gonna pull no punches or hold no. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And for every wrongdoing, especially during that time, situation, whatever, I let her know. You know what I'm saying? And what I didn't like is that she had, well, I didn't like it, but didn't surprise me. She had older women that was older than her, like trying to get in her head and tell her to do all this little fuck shit, right? So I'm like, Marie, and then I get out of blah 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 blah. Said, man, look, I didn't even have to ask her. Come on, man, I know this game. I didn't even have to ask her. I just straight up told her like, man, don't listen to them. Don't listen to her. You know what I'm saying? Being A, B, and C all this time. Don't do no X, Y, Z. Stick to the ABC. So yeah, man, that didn't, that relationship didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen because I did 5 years, I did 2 years, and this, that. My kids have never, they can't eat, they don't, I've never been to jail and did an extension of time away from my kids where they was old enough and they can say, Dad was in jail. All the times I went to jail, they was younger and maybe did a couple of days here and this and this, you know what I'm saying, but nothing major, man, by the grace of God, by the mercies of God, thank you, Father. You know, um, it and I understand that, you know what I'm saying, and but more important, I knew how important that by me just being involved down the line, you know, if God willing, that everything would be right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of my daughters. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of them. You know what I'm saying? They could have been a whole lot of this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still love them, respect, you know what I'm saying? Whatever case gonna be. Like I always have told my daughters, even when it comes to the boys, you know what I'm saying? If they got a certain little age, you know, in their teens. I told my oldest daughter, I said, man, when you get your first little real boyfriend, like the real, like real boyfriend, I said, I'm gonna be the last one to know. It's like, what? She's like, no. I say, I'm gonna be the last one to know. I say, he don't even count until dad meets him. I say, and every female don't have a father in their life like that, where it can be like that. I said, same things with the bitch. I say, we'll sneak bitches in and out the house at night, through the window, through the backyard, through the garage, all the time while mom in the room. So I'm talking about, young niggas. But bitch, until you come through that front gate and come through the front door and I say, hey mom, this my friend, so and so, you really don't count. You know? So, and then as time went on, guess what? And she always remember it. So now my youngest does the same thing with her. Like, her little guy friend, whatever the case gonna be, and the oldest one like, Daddy's cool. And he don't know me, but he kind of like, damn, I know your mom, I know your sister, like, I hear so much about your dad, you know what I'm saying, to where he kind of like, I want to meet your dad, I want to meet your dad, you know what I'm saying, but Cat keep telling me like, like, okay, cause she know, like, nigga, you don't even really count until my dad meets you. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how they are, you know what I'm saying? Because they understand. Look, one thing they do know, and I always told them that I'ma always respect your decision when it comes to dealing with, with guys and whatever the case gonna be. Really anything, but more particular this until you give me a reason not to. You know, um, not to say that girls like people they not human, not gonna do girly shit and just make girl silly mistakes and shit. It is what it is, but on top of that, because it can get a whole lot deeper than that. I'ma always have that respect and always show that, and vice versa. So yeah, man. Like I said, man, I'm not saying this shit because just to be saying it, whatever the case gonna be, man. Like real is real. Like man, you go on my Instagram and see my daughters. You know what I'm saying? Prince Sepulveda is, you know what I'm saying? I have to put it Prince Sepulveda on Instagram opposed to it being Sepulveda Prince, but Sepulveda Prince is the name. But yeah, man, and my youngest one, look, you gonna see it with the little graduation shit. She got the tan khaki suit on with the purple low top chucks. Okay, yeah, man, and yes, she did do that for her dad. And then my oldest one got the cap again, shit like that. So um, and I would like to not to think, but kind of like really know that yeah, man, I have a lot to do with the success of them because even though I come from a different type of lifestyle, I come from a different era. This and that. I never wanted them to it. Just certain things. I just never wanted them to be involved with, which is why they never moved to LA. They never, what I'm saying? I'm like, nothing against my city like that, but why, like Remo said in the casino, why take a chance? Like, why take a chance? I said, I know my city. Like, you don't change LA. LA changed you. Simple. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, why, and nothing against, my LA girls, you know what I'm saying? But I just, even they mama not no LA girl. Every time when she really start first really fucking with the city, she used to come see me. Either on the east side or the west side over there in the non-deuce grooves, or I stayed up by the Salos or stayed over on the east side. Compton. Like so it was just I just knew that just because I am that I am, or I come from a certain way, that's what it is. That's the right way or no way. I always knew it was it. I don't like to say better, but yeah, but more important, a different way, a better chance of y'all becoming something and doing something, and really also me. You know what I'm saying? Giving me a better chance of being in a position of a father without too much uh, stress of negativity of things that can happen come with being in and out about in the city. Like real talk, man. So like I say, man, I'm first of all, like I say, man, yeah, YouTube shit is cool, man, but I'm never gonna just jump out there and say something that's what I'm saying, that's gonna put a stain on my name or just have me looking bad, what I'm saying, the channel looking bad. Like never. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it's not gonna be. It's a whole lot of shit that I be seeing going on. You know what I'm saying? And nah, I mean, I don't know a lot. Some of the participants or some of the shit that they doing, so I don't know the characteristics of certain people. Or how it was with the truth of their upbringing. Yeah, they say this, they say that, but man, even with the shit that you saying or from the area you claim that you from, no, real recognized real. You know what I'm saying? You just act different. Just certain shit that a motherfucker just shouldn't be okay with, but more important, being okay with doing the shit all on the internet and YouTube and shit like that. And you supposed to be this. You supposed to come from this club. You supposed to be raised with this type of shit. Like, growing up, you know what I'm saying? You was pretty sure you and your homies was yelling, fuck this, fuck that, I'll never this, I'll never that. But, and I'm like, I'm not talking about the younger niggas that's, the millennials that's, born, late 90s, early 2000s. I'm talking about niggas that was born in the 70s. Like, niggas in their niggas basically who's been old enough, who know better. Or maybe I don't know, maybe they don't know better, you know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of them do know better, but it's just that, man, I'm telling you something, man. Standing on principles and morals, a lot of times, man, that's easier said than done, especially in today's time when it's so easy and you can be so self sufficient real quick and get you a nice little bag if you just willing to dot. You know what I'm saying? And that's just for however, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that you typically would not, man, and like I say, man, I don't know because some of the shit I be seeing, I'm thinking like, and like, my nigga, like, how's you okay with this? You know? The motherfuckers you with, like, how are they okay with you being okay with this shit? Like, it just, I don't know, man. It just fucks me up. You know what I'm saying? But, man, been a couple hours. Look, man, I know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even really mean to be on this thing that long. But, no, I just want to come just say something. And like I say, man, give you, few messages within the message. I know this is the Nightlife Society segment where we usually talk about the game. You know what I'm saying? But today's Father's Day, and it was meant to be. What I think I'm gonna bounce right back at y'all probably in the next few days and come with uh the original program that's scheduled for this time slot, And that's why I decided to get on kind of early because I knew it would have been past midnight on the East and then Midwest, and I wanted this to be dated on for Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get a chance to talk to y'all. I mean, to tap in with y'all before the week is up. Happy Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? Please celebrate responsible. I know this is still a new holiday for, my people. You know what I'm saying? It's just really being in the mix, in the making, rather officially over the last few years. So I know a lot of events and a lot of celebrations is still, there's nothing, I don't think it's so many, I don't think too many people have something that's traditional yet. Probably might be still working on, but hey, I definitely appreciate it. It's definitely long overdue. You know, um, amongst with a whole lot of other shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to dive into deep. Just not because this is definitely not no. I'm not. I don't know what the fuck they call it, but I'm not one of them niggas who speak down and speak highly against my people. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Now, my people, if it's something in a certain situation that is wrong, it's wrong, it is what it is. Okay, fine, cool. But I'm not one of them. I don't know. I don't even want to get the naming names and saying this and saying that because this not for that. But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here. Happy Father's Day again. I know probably I'll be on the East Coast, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Probably past midnight. Let me see what time is it out here on the West. Yeah, it's 9:35. Yeah, it's still early out here for us. Give me a little rest and shit like that, man. I ain't gonna even do too much tonight, man. I had a long week ahead of me, you know what I'm saying? I had a long week behind me too and shit. Oh, before I man, I just want to give a shout out to one of my close partners who passed away not too long ago, man. My nigga Spank Low was from Long Beach, insane, and man, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my nigga. Man, I've lost so many people, man, just this year alone, man. I've lost a lot of people, friends. Good thing is that well, only two of them being like really violent, and they from the hood and shit like that. But just elders and shit really spilled from like late last year. So, like I always say, man, holler at your people, man. Check up on your loved ones, man. If you stay in touch, you ain't got to get in touch. You know what I'm saying? And love your people and use the money, don't love the money and use your peoples. Okay, it the outcome's most likely not gonna be too good. You know, and that's some game go across the whole board, man. You know, stay sucker free. Of course, you already know the motto with me, man. Stay sucker free is a must and not a choice, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Look, man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to the old and new subscribers. I know it's some things that I probably soon as I get, I'm like, I should have said this, I should have said that. Like I say, man, I don't got no itinerary written down or something like that. Y'all know how we do. We just open our mouth and let the game come out, you know. But I'm gonna definitely try to tap back in with y'all within the next few days, this week. You know what I'm saying? To get this cause I got something for the game that's some content that's specifically for the nightlife society. You know. But that's why I put the Father's Day thing in the title. You know what I'm saying? Because like, it's gonna be dark time anyway. But yeah, I got something, you know what I'm saying? I got something for y'all. Don't even trip, don't trip. So, look, man, stay sucker free. Love your peoples, man. Men, young men, older men, males, whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you involved, stay involved. If you're not in house, stay involved. Whatever you do, man, remember Kobe Jordan when it comes to your fatherhood on this shit, man. Don't, especially if it's, uh, it ain't really too cool with you and the baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it is what it is. Don't hold that against the youngin. You know what I'm saying? Women, you too. You know that this boy or this child or daughter, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying, them they father have a, they got a cool little bond, but you just want to be on some fuck shit, some bullshit. Like, come on, baby, like let that shit go, get off that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, yeah, it's quite a few things I was gonna say, man. I don't know, it was something else I wanted to tell y'all, man. I can't think of that shit. Oh man, I know I'm forgetting. But I really got to, you know what I'm saying, get off this thing. That's why I kind of like timed this and nothing. What the fuck else did I want to say? I can't even think of it, man. And what's fucking me up, y'all, because I'm like, damn, was it something? As I'm thinking about, I think it's something I'm saving unintentionally, but intentionally, so to speak, like subconsciously, for the next episode. Shit, I was trying to think, man, because it wasn't really too much. Because I was saying, like, man, I'm just gonna just jump up on here and say this, say that. You know what I'm saying? Just say what I need to say. And just kind of like, man, it's so important, man, when it comes to this shit. Just being, young black men, period, man. Especially if you're in a city that's, what I'm saying, that has high crime or high, what I'm saying, big cities, whatever. But it really don't matter, man. Big city, small town, here and there, all around, everywhere, man. It's just certain things that come with life that can affect any person, anybody, man. And regardless of what, man, we're all human. You know, blessings to the game, man. What's up, OU, man? What you got going on, loved one, man? If you're a father, man, happy Father's Day. If your dad is still alive and you fuck with him, happy Father's Day to him too. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on, sir. I'm trying to do something real quick. I'm trying to, as y'all can see, I'm trying to. I need. I know this girl probably still asleep, man. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I say. Y'all gotta go up over here. I don't wake this girl up, man. Who the fuck is this? Yeah, but look, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to the new subscribers, old subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all know I'm a small channel, man. Y'all already know that. What I'm saying? I kind of like did slip on the banana peel and fell into this shit on the humbug. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. As always, in memory and much and long live Simple the P. You know what I'm saying? Man, we miss you, bro. And you already know, man. I wouldn't even have no interest in doing this shit, P, if it wasn't for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And everything that come along with that. So, but yeah, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Go do my thing. I tap in with y'all and probably, hopefully, within the next few days. Come with another episode of the Nightlife Society. And until then, man, y'all stay up and be easy, man. I'll holler at y'all a little bit later. All right, gone. Hit the like button. And don't forget to, you know what I'm saying, if you let when you took your shoes off when you came into my house, uh, you know, if you don't see your shit by the door, that means you know put your shit outside on the porch, okay? All right, go.